Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, homebasedtravelagent.com, and findahost.travelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join with us. Now, this is going to be a really fun presentation. We're going to learn a lot about dream vacations. And our speaker today is Natalie Loza, the Director of Recruitment Sales with Dream Vacations. She's got over 20 years of experience in the travel industry. And Natalie not only brings a deep passion for travel, but is also very dedicated to empowering individuals to become successful small business owners in our incredible industry. So just remember, folks, that you are all muted, but we do, of course, welcome your questions. And you can type those in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen at any time. We will get to those questions after she has finished with her presentation. So we are very fortunate today. Dream Vacations is going to be offering a $50 Amazon gift card to one lucky attendee. And we at Travel Professional News will also be awarding a $50 Amazon gift card. So we'll be giving those awards at the end of the presentation, at the end of the webinar after we complete, the question period of the presentation. And we'll pick two random attendees who will answer some questions correctly, and then we will go ahead and end our webinar after that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the microphone over to Natalie so that we can get started. Natalie, welcome.
Thank you so much, Joni. I'm so appreciative to be here, and I'm very happy to be able to have the opportunity to share a little more about Dream Vacations. I know some of you guys might be familiar with us, and also not just share about Dream Vacations, but what our network has been doing that's been helping them grow their business. And I also love gift cards, so I can't wait till the end to see who wins these exciting gift cards. But definitely, I'll start off by really just going over some of the stats within the travel industry. We've been very excited to see really the levels and expansion across different sectors of the travel industry and how they've been growing. Here at Dream Vacations and just in general in the travel industry, we're witnessing a surge in cruise lines launching new ships, hotels, really in the rise with new developments, a huge boom across all of the all-inclusives, and that really looking at the growth potential and the opportunities that we currently have in the travel industry. And not just the growth that we're seeing in numbers, in cruises, in land, and all-inclusives, but we're also seeing a growth in more than ever, people are wanting to work with travel advisors. And there was a recent study with ASTA, with American Society of Travel Advisors, that's saying that percentage right now is 22% of U.S. travelers are working with an advisor, and they're looking at that percentage growing by the end of the year to possibly around 50% of travelers. So that's great to see that, because more than ever, clients, people are really wanting somebody that's dedicated, somebody that's an expert in the area that they're trying to travel. And that's what we're focusing on with our travel partners, with our network, is really how to make them experts in all of these different areas, because there's really so many sectors in travel that you can talk about. So that's my goal today, is really just to share the best practices that we've been seeing here with our network of travel advisors, share a little bit about what Dream Vacations is about, and see if this is an opportunity for you as well. So Dream Vacations is a franchise opportunity. So I know there's a lot of travel opportunities out there. With a travel franchise with Dream Vacations, it really allows individuals to start their own travel business. They're small business owners, home-based, most of them. We do have a few that are storefront owners, but we do give them all of the support that they need to really run their business and get them educated in all the different areas. So here are some key aspects and some of the support that we offer, of course, training, marketing, technology. And technology seems to be an ever growing area that's always, we're always keeping up to date on the different areas that we need to definitely be. And brand recognition for us is a huge area as well. So as franchisees, our network is able to leverage the Dream Vacation brand. And really, it's overall, we are proud of being able to do that support. But moving forward, and let me just get my next slide here. Um, so right now, what I would want to share is some insights into what we've been seeing as far as trends, what we've learned from our travel advisors at Dream Vacations, strategies and practices that have truly propelled their business to the next level, and kind of share a little bit of the secret sauce, if I may, and what they've seen as far as growing their business initially and now taking it off to the next level. So a lot of our travel advisors are really dedicating time into finding personalizations and finding a niche. And I know niche travel is a very hot topic overall in the travel industry, but it truly does set travel advisors apart into becoming experts in specific areas. Um, Choosing a niche or a special, personalization as a travel advisor involves several key steps. So I wanted to just give some insight of as to what we've learned has been working, what we've been guiding our travel advisors here at Dream Vacations. So how do you start with that personalization? Um, we say you take a step back. So I know a lot of you guys are currently booking probably cruises, all inclusives, anywhere from family travel to luxury, and it really is about taking a step back, assessing what your interests are and what your expertise is in. And of course, it's a hard question when you just started maybe booking your first bookings or your first clients. Usually they're within your first circle of friends and family, referrals. Um, but it really consists of also the passion. Consider what types of travel you're passionate about. It could be luxury, adventure, culture experiences. There's so many different areas that we're seeing that are trending as well. And really also evaluating your skills. What's your knowledge, and what are you an expert in those fields, and how do you get there? What kind of training do you need? What kind of support? Because that's very important. If you do um, really find an area that you want to specialize in, how do you become an expert in that area? And I think that's something that we tend to always ask yourself when somebody starts in the travel industry. You're just looking for business, so anybody that comes your way, be it friends, family, clients, referrals, you're just trying to make that business happen. And I think it gets to a point that you say, how do I become an expert in one particular area? Um, and how do I start getting group business? How do I set myself apart from other travel professionals in the field? So I think that's a very important question that we've seen in our network as well. A lot of it takes researching, researching market demand, trends, competitors. And sometimes we say competitors, but these competitors could be travel advisors within the field. And again, we say that the travel industry is competitive, but within those areas, you can definitely find travel advisors, agencies, suppliers that you can partner with and see how you can grow your business as well. So I think that's an important part in just making those connections. Those connections are always very important in really understanding where you're going to go next. Identifying your audience, obviously demographics is a big part of it. Preferences, understanding what the needs are from your clients. One of the important things that we always tell our network is when you have clients that have traveled, don't just talk to them beforehand, talk to them after, see what their preferences have been, like learn and really evaluate what their needs and their preferences are, and I think that really helps you in getting to that next step. um, and another part is really evaluating profitability and the revenue potential. So maybe right now you're selling a lot of a certain type of travel, maybe family travel, and see maybe if you start doing luxury travel, all inclusive, maybe that potential or that financial potential, it really is going to make a difference in not just doing the quantity, but the quality of what you're selling as well. Um, you know, Thinking about costs, there's also additional costs or investments on your side when you do want to consider a particular niche. And sometimes it's either taking trainings or specializing in one particular area, or maybe even investing in additional marketing that's going to get you to that next step. So there's so many factors that you think about, and I'm just kind of throwing out certain things that we've been working on, um, either in our area, in our support area, so we can help support our franchisees, our travel advisors. Another thing is really leveraging your network of relationships. So this is really a connection, a business that you're gonna really rise with different industry connections that you make. Um, so I think utilizing those existing connections that you have, or even making those new ones, will really help you in understanding where you're going to take that niche or that customization with. Um, and sometimes it's just testing it out. You have an idea, you put it together, you test it out. Maybe the first time it's not what you expected, but really go out there and try new things. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot, because the travel industry is always growing. There's always developments. There's always training. There's always things to see. And I think that's always the interesting part of it. Um, and finding a niche. And I went back to saying this is really a hot topic in the travel industry, and there are so many different popular um, niches that you can find, and it's ever growing. And I think there's interest in just so many different areas. Of course, luxury travel is a big area, not just cruises, but hotels, all inclusive, villas, personalized travel. Uh, Adventure travel is a big one, as far as different people doing either extreme sports or activities, skydiving, bungee jumping, outdoor safaris. So really just thinking of how can I make a specialized sailing group, all inclusive package. And I think a lot of these is just getting ideas of what's out there, either customizing it yourself as a travel professional, or even going out there and looking at things that are already customized for you. Um, and just other things that I've seen within the network, within our travel advisors, specializing in. We have a lot of them specializing in cultural and heritage travel. Um, Gastronomic journeys seems to be a very hot topic as well, as far as tours and trips that are based on culinary, local cuisine, food culture. And when you learn a lot of these suppliers and these companies that are doing a lot of this travel that's to remote locations, definitely. And I'm just going to make sure that my connection is okay on here. 1 second here. Joni, can you hear me okay?
Okay. Oops, I
Yes.
can.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
absolutely. Yeah, we're
Okay,
good.
good. I just saw a little note that said connection error, and I'm getting some
Oh,
bad weather in this area, so I just wanted to make sure everybody could still
okay. No
hear me.
worries. We're good. Thank you.
Um, no worries. So again, there's the sky's the limit with looking at the different areas that you can specialize in. Wellness travel is a huge area as well. Spa retreats, yoga, meditation. Really, we're looking, and this might be something that you haven't really focused on before. But I think even taking the next steps in learning what you can do, what even if you want to take a trip, a familiarization trip, just to see what it's about and see what you're able to gain from it. I think that knowledge is always key, education, support, that's always things that our network of travel advisors are always doing. Um, of course, there's family travel, multi-generational travel. We see a lot of that happening. Trips that are designed for families that are spanning in their um, grandparents and the kids, and that's all really understanding what the needs are of your client base. And maybe you don't have that kind of client base. How do you get out there and start getting that client base? Um, a few others that I've seen within our network groups, solo travelers, out there and really trying to do meetups and socialized travel, romantic getaways. We do actually do several certifications on romance getaways, how to find those honeymoon, couple retreats, destination wedding vacations, because again, those are all areas that are trending in the travel industry. And then you talk about cruise travel. Cruise travel, there's so many different sectors. There's ocean, there's river, expedition, specialty. And again, as I mentioned before, a lot of these cruise lines, these suppliers might be doing those focused cruises or travels that you might not have to start from scratch in creating a whole package or a whole vacation. So really researching and knowledge of what others are offering is really key. Um, because I could probably name 20 more specialty vacations and niches that you can specialize in, but it really depends on what your thought is. And I think I always get excited when I talk to somebody that has been doing this for some time, and all of a sudden they kind of have that light bulb moment, and they say, you know what, I have an opportunity to really specialize in this, and it's okay for me to turn away business when I really want to dedicate my business in one certain sector. So that definitely is something that sometimes it takes a while for you to get to that point, but I think that really with the right support, with the right dedication, and somebody really helping you out and looking at that, you can always find different ways to do that. So even asking yourself, how can I identify and develop this in my business? So it really starts by conducting kind of a thorough analysis of your current bookings, offerings, clients, um, and really see where you can excel the most, where the opportunity is. Even if you're examining your database, preferences, your needs, your inner circle, friends, family, and your current clients, because sometimes they consist of that or even referrals, and evaluating the opportunities available for you to, really explore uh, different partnerships with suppliers. And I go back to saying it's a relationship business, it's a connection business. So the more that you go out there, the more that you touch base with these suppliers and you learn a little more, or even take the next step in taking the trip so you can know what this is about. I think that's going to really help you and differentiate you from others out there as far as other competition that's out there. Um, I've seen several of our network that will focus on a luxury cruise line, for example. Now they have a group of clients that are really interested in doing different curated wines and special top tier restaurants. And it's easy to do it in an environment that already has that's offering, and maybe you add additional perks as far as exclusive shore excursions, maybe that take them to a specific Michelin style restaurant or something that they're really going to remember. It's going to be a memorable experience, and then you're going to have them as clients. So I think that um, it really it takes time to get there and really know what you're going to specialize in. But I feel that sometimes that's going to be key in growing your business and really getting your business to thrive. It's kind of like an example, you can be a great chef out there. You might learn to, cook different cuisines but if you really focus on one particular cuisine, you become an expert at that, you're going to excel more in focusing on one particular area, just in general. So I think that is one of the things that I can share that has been very successful for our travel advisors at Dream Vacation. And we've definitely put in a lot of training and support to get a lot of our travel advisors to that next area. Um, so that, we're very proud of that kind of um, secret sauce that I want to call. But moving on to how we get there, and this is really, what Dream Vacations is about. As a Dream Vacations franchise owner, we really have you become part of our family. And that's gaining access to numerous opportunities for networking. And again, networking and relationship building is key in this industry. We have strong connections with, all the major suppliers, and we put you in that situation where you really become an expert at what you want. We offer many certifications. We offer romance certifications, expedition, groups. We just had a group summit for our travel advisors, and it was a virtual summit. We didn't charge additional, and it really focused on not people that are really currently making groups, but it was really for people that don't know where to start and how to really get out there and start promoting groups, how to even build it from scratch. And I think that with Dream Vacations, that's key, that we're looking at different areas of what our network needs to grow. Um, and these are just some examples of things that we offer. We do our, of course, national conference once a year. We usually do it at one of the new ships. This year, we're doing it on board Celebrity, one of the new Celebrity ships. But in addition to that, we're also doing regionals throughout the year. We're doing in-person events. We're doing virtual events. And the main reason is really educational, to make sure that everybody is up to date with all the new trends that are happening. And it's also so our network can connect. Our regional trainings, our immersive summits, they really held throughout the year to make sure that we're doing a good job in fostering the connections with like minded business owners. The networking and relationship really forms a relationship beyond, just that one meetup, but it's really a family environment, and that's what we try to portray. And one of the things I love seeing is, regardless of how long our advisors have been part of Dream Vacations, when somebody new joins in, they're willing to help. They're willing to show them the ropes. They don't see them as competitors. They sometimes often partner up with them when there's an opportunity. um, and I think that in addition to the support that we offer is really invaluable to kick your business or start your business, or even continue your business if you're already in that particular field. And talking a little more about support, and I know you're probably going to hear me say support a lot, and it's just because I think that is the number one thing that Dream Vacations offers is support. Um, we also have a lot of support um, with technology, with marketing, with a whole team in our Fort Lauderdale headquarters. It's there to really back up our advisors, our franchise owners, and we take pride in delivering this exceptional support, um, from comprehensive group support that I spoke about, cutting edge technology. We're always looking and we're always investing in making sure that we have the latest technology, because if you do have the client base out there and you have the knowledge, but you don't have that cutting edge technology, it's not going to get you to the next level. So we're always very dedicated in making sure we have that as well. And with Dream Vacations, we also have a team of support services. These are people you can always pick up the phone and talk to, and they're there to help out in any situation you might have with suppliers, be it the airline, the cruise line. Um, they're really there to support you, especially in the beginning stages of becoming a travel advisor or franchise owner. It's very important because you don't know certain steps of what you have to take, or sometimes there's just so many things that can happen in that industry. And as I mentioned, we do have a dedicated and exceptional team in our Fort Lauderdale headquarters office. Now, not everybody works from the office. Some people are remote, but we do have a great team there, and they're really committed to our network. They're there, and we've invested significantly in their experience and resources to ensure that our travel advisors and our network receive that support that's needed, because that is important to getting to that next level. And of course, this is just some of our some areas where we sell and we're able to get commission. Of course, our name Dream Vacation speaks volumes. We've been in the industry for over 30 years, and a few years ago, we actually rebranded from Cruise One to Dream Vacations. Um, the main reason we did this was really to make sure there was no confusion or restrictions on any type of vacations that we can sell to our clients. And when we rebranded, we saw a huge growth in our land business, and that's been growing ever since then and more. And now we're looking at a lot more investments in our land as well. Of course, cruise continues to be a very strong sector in our sales, but land has really grown immensely, and we're very proud of that as well. Um, so whether you choose to commit, and I know some of you guys that have been doing this are doing it part time or full time, and we see this in our area as well. We have travel advisors that have joined us as part time because they have a full time job, some that are able to invest more time, and some that will join us part time with a goal of, hey, in 5 years, I want this to be my main source of revenue. And then us being able to see that is so fulfilling, because we've seen people really reaching their goals and being able to really do their dream job and investing more time. So I think us being able to offer that flexibility of business ownership, of being able to really earn 100% of the commission, but at the same time being able to operate this as an individual franchise or with a partner. We have people that will do it individually, or some that will even do it with 20 or more associates under their belt. And of course, that's a great thing with Dream Vacations, is the flexibility of being able to operate their franchise as they wish. Um, and of course, these just represent a fraction of the products that you can sell. Of course, some of them you might already be selling. We do offer top tier commission, being an industry powerhouse, and that is one of the um, other areas. And then business development is something we're very proud of. We have a whole business development team that is dedicated to being our network or travel advisors business coach. So from the beginning, when somebody joins Dream Vacations, they're paired up with a business development coach. And it really depends on their level of expertise. If somebody's coming in with no experience, and this person right after training is going to get them up and running, looking for those opportunities that we spoke about earlier today. If somebody is already coming in with a book of business or already with that experience, then we'll cater to that particular area, and really see where you can flourish. And these group of individuals, they have uh, so many years of experience, and they also have very tight relationships with different suppliers in the industry. So if you are trying to get, let's say, in the luxury cruise sector, and you're trying to get connected with somebody, your they'll be the person that supports you in getting that done. Because again, we're in a connection and relationship business, and it really helps to know the ropes and to be in the industry. I mean, I've been in the industry for 20 years, and it's or over 20 years, and it really is nice to see that within the organization, you just get to know a lot of people, and sometimes people switch from one area to another area, but it is um, an ever growing field. So I think having a business development manager with you side by side throughout the duration of the time that you're with Dream Vacations is definitely a huge support that we also provide. And then the other really important part is marketing, and these are, and I'm not going to go through every area, but these are all the main areas that we provide with marketing and what's included as a franchise owner, as a travel advisor with Dream Vacations. Um, Really, our mission is to set our travel advisors up for success. So we do everything from customizable marketing pieces that have our travel advisors' contact information, and we send certain amount of emails on their behalf. So we're working behind the scenes in an automated process. Um, and of course, we have so many different tools that are used that are included in the franchise, and of course, we'll train you on, and that's all going to be lead generation tools as well, because it's you get to a point that you can be fully trained and you know the business, but now how do you get leads? How do you start getting that lead generation? And I think that's a very hot topic within the travel industry as well. So we give you all those tools to be able to get to that next step um, in getting those leads. So, and this is just an example of some of our promotional offers that are included at no additional cost. They're customizable newsletters that are sent on the behalf of our travel advisors. So there's nothing that has to be done on their end. We're doing all of this behind the scenes. Um, and it really brings customers back to their website. It has guides a lot of traffic back, and that's the point. And a few examples of things that we've done that our marketing team has done. I can't take credit for that. We also do quarterly sweepstakes. So this is another lead generation tool. Every quarter, we actually present a sweepstake, and this is fully funded, of course, by us. And on your behalf, basically, this is another way to gain a lead generation tool. So different prices rotate each quarter, and they range from cruises to river cruises. And basically, it's something that can be posted on your website, posted on social media, things that are going to help you get more leads and more traffic into your database as well. And then brand awareness is another lead generation tool. We really prioritize, and we've given significant investments in our brand campaigns. We were really excited to have the Times Square, Dream Vacations campaign twice already, and we had a lot of traffic. And of course, that guides a lot of traffic back to our websites, back to our leads for our travel advisors. And just some other examples of things that we've done. We recently were actually featured in a Peacock commercial during the Olympics, so we're really proud of that. And we just continue to see these opportunities, and really, trying to get our brands out there to help our travel advisors and our franchise owners. And then I briefly spoke about technology, but these are all of the areas and Dream Vacation provides a range of technology solutions really to support our franchise owners, our travel advisors in managing their business. Um, some of the technology offerings typically available uh, include our booking platform. So we have a proprietary booking platform, and that gives you access to industry booking platforms, and that's all about really managing and being able to get that information out there. It also serves as a CRM tool, a customer relation management tool, marketing tool. So everything you really need, kind of in one area. And also, in addition, we do have a travel planner app that helps you and your client really manage all of those aspects. The group's registration module. We have the business center, which is internal, and it's an area where all of our information grows in there. So the great thing is there's always support. There's always ways that you can get that information in there. And just some information on our awards. We are part of the International Franchise Association, and that is, you know, definitely something that we're very proud of. We're ranked #1 travel agency in the franchise sector, and we also have various awards that we've won with Entrepreneur Magazine, with franchise diversity for women, for the fastest growing. So different things that have set us apart, and we really value these awards of distinction. And lastly, this is really just kind of an overview, and we like to say it's kind of a travel agency in a box, but it really, you know, even though this is your own business that you're able to manage it, we give you all of the support and everything you need, beginning with training, marketing, technology to really make you successful. So, you know, it's really an overview, and I really thank you for your time. Really, you know, giving some additional information that I'm able to provide of what our travel advisors are doing, but it really is exciting to see all these developments, and we're incredibly passionate about supporting our network of travel advisors. And we're not just committed of growing or expanding our network, we're also very committed to ensuring that the success of our current travel advisors keeps growing. And again, if you're already part of the travel industry and you're interested in exploring opportunities with us, we do offer discounts up to 95% of our franchise fee for certain travel experts out there. And if you don't have all of the maybe the experience, we still offer programs as well with full training. We have a whole team of dedicated franchise development managers that are there to provide, and that's their main role, is really providing information, seeing if this is a good fit for you, and they'll be happy to really discuss if you have any questions. So I've included my contact information there, which is nlows@wth.com, and then there is a QR code that actually gets you to a candidate profile, which just basically it's an area where you just put some information about you so we can get to know you a little bit more, or you can email us at the recruitment@wth.com or call us at the 1-800 number there as well.
Thank you so much, Natalie. Fantastic presentation. So efficient. You covered just about everything I know we all need, but we do have a couple questions. And I just want to encourage our listeners, if anybody has additional questions that they would like to ask, just put those in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen, and we can go ahead and get to those. But in the meantime, let me start with this one. So I think you kind of covered this one, but if you could just kind of go over it one more time just to make sure. Are there training requirements to join in with your program? Or is, I mean, I know you provide training, but do they have to
Mhm.
have some sort of training in order to be involved in the program to start with?
So that's a great question. There are training requirements, but it depends on your experience. So if you have somebody coming in with existing travel experience, it's going to be minimal as far as we only have you don't have to necessarily come to our live training in Fort Lauderdale. You can opt to if you wish, because that's always something that we want to encourage if somebody wants to come to our week-long training that usually is for people that are starting in the industry. They can, but if somebody's an expert already or has been working in the travel industry, we'll have a shorter amount of training, which sometimes is just a matter of a module training with some additional hours that they have to do. But it really depends on what they're looking for. So it's not it's mandatory when somebody doesn't have the travel industry as far as doing the week-long training. If somebody has more experience, then we're very flexible in the training that we offer.
Perfect. All right, thank you. What is the cost someone is asking to add an associate under the Dream Vacation franchise that they currently obviously have, or if they're thinking about having one?
Okay. So the current cost to add an associate if you're a franchise owner is $495, and that covers you for the year. That's the first year. And then after that, it'll be $129 every additional year. Now, that's if you're bringing on somebody from somebody that you recruited as your associate. We also have an associate recruitment program that it's an additional program that our franchise owners can opt in, and that's where we actually recruit the associates for them, and
Oh, okay.
another cost. But that's also once you're established and you have some of the kind of revenue requirements. But normally, if somebody's bringing on an associate, it's a 495 charge, and we really don't have any limits. So somebody can add one associate, and somebody can add, 20 or 30 associates in that situation.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And somebody's asking a question who may perhaps be with another host agency at this time, and she's just kind of asking a general question. How easy is it to change from one host to another? I kind of know the answer to that, but I'm going to let you answer that.
Oh, Joni, you just shared. No, I'm kidding.
No, 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 go
um,
ahead. It's your webinar.
So we do have travel professionals that come from different travel agencies, and of course we just want to make sure that you're not um, working with an existing travel agency. So it would be something that you would have to um, have a conversation with your current uh, travel host or travel agency, see the contracts of what is on there, because that's very important to make sure that you understand if you're leaving your company or you're going to Dream Vacations from another company, that you understand what the process is as far as business and your bookings. But we'll work with you on that, and we'll ensure that um, that you're taking the right move and that you understand what's going on both sides. So it really is depending, because there's so many different um, policies depending on what company you're working for. So, our goal is to make sure that you understand what's going to happen moving forward.
Exactly. Well, that's a great answer. Just the important thing for everyone who's working through a host or with a franchise, obviously, is having a contract. It's very important to have that
Exactly.
contract, and whatever that contract states is what you want to
Hmm.
pay close attention to, because there's sometimes it's hard to read those things. So if you're ever concerned about your contract, it's always a good idea to have always have an attorney if you have one. Take a
Exactly.
look at it. Somebody perhaps that specializes in travel
Hmm.
law, which would obviously be very helpful. But it's important just to make sure to protect yourself and protect your clients and everyone involved. So that was a great answer. Thank you, Natalie. I
You're
think
welcome.
that's it. I don't see any more questions. So I guess we're ready to do prizes at this point. All right,
Yay.
folks, I've got a couple questions. Now, these are not about her presentation. So this was really, sometimes people use a question about their presentation, but these were not in her presentation. So you really have to think about this one, guys. Okay, first one. And this is going to be for the gift card that's being provided by Dream Vacations. So thank you so much for that, Natalie and Dream Vacations. What
Welcome.
is the northernmost capital city in the world? Go, folks. Put your answers in the question area right now. I'm going
No
to take
Google,
the
no
10th correct
Googling.
answer. No Googling, you have to hurry. I mean, we're talking fast here. All right, folks, come on. Put it in the questions area. I'm listening or watching. I'm not seeing. See, they're all Googling. Oh, they say they didn't hear it. Okay, let me try
Oh.
again. what, what is the northernmost capital city in the world? Go. I
That
think
might
we
be too.
stumped them.
Maybe it was too hard. Maybe we
That's
give them a
okay.
hint.
That's all right. Now we're giving them time to Google. That's
Okay.
what did
Should
we
we
do
give them a
before we had
hint?
Google? Yeah, go ahead and give them a hint.
You
Oh,
can also see the
I think we're
northern
getting
lights
some.
from here.
There you go. That's another hint. Okay. We got a lot of answers that are good guesses, but
Maybe we go the closest to the area.
no, we're getting there. We're getting
Okay.
them now. I'm just going to count down because I said I was going to take the 10th correct answer. I just need a couple more in here. Come on, folks. Okay, we have it. All right. The correct answer is, and I always say this wrong, but I'm going to try to say it right today. Is it Reykjavik? Reykjavik?
Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. I say
Is that how I
Reykjavik.
said it right? Did I say it
Yeah.
right? Okay, good. I never know if I'm actually saying it right or not. And our winner is Jacqueline Kencrow. Jacqueline,
Yay.
congratulations to you. Happy for you. And what's going to happen is the folks at, she says thanks, by the way, the folks at Dreams Vacations will be sending you, we'll send your email to them and they'll be reaching out to you with that gift card. Okay, we got one more. All right, so let me clean out these answers. Maybe this one won't be quite so hard. All right, are we ready? I'm going to take the seventh correct answer. What is the most popular cruise destination? Go.
Should be playing like Jeopardy music. Doo,
I
doo,
know,
doo,
right?
doo.
I need to get that one recording. Play this in the background. That would be great. We're almost there, but we got a lot of answers, but we're not necessarily getting the right answer. There's so many places you can cruise though now. It's so hard to
Oh
know for
yeah,
sure,
that
right?
is true. And then it's like, and there's so many popular
Okay,
destinations too that
I know. So the answer is actually threefold, but the winner is going to be John Russ. John, congratulations. The
awesome.
answer to the question is Caribbean, Bahamas, and Bermuda, but most people just said Caribbean because that's pretty close. So
Caribbean.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead with that answer. So congratulations, John. I
Awesome.
will be sending you an email this afternoon with your gift card so you can go shopping this afternoon on Amazon on us.
Congratulations.
So
Woohoo.
it's always fun to go shopping on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
All
It's
right, folks,
dangerous
thank you.
too.
And Natalie, this was wonderful. It was so great to get to chat with you this morning and or
Oh,
this
thank
afternoon,
you.
and we appreciate your time. I'm glad the storms didn't come in and take you away from us. So you
Not too
stay
bad.
safe down there in Florida. Folks, have a great rest of your day. Thanks everybody for attending.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time.
All right, see you guys. See you next time
Have a great
around. Thanks
day.
much.
Bye.
Bye bye.